Today, the first day of March 2021. Happy New Month. And we believe, say, God will make we see today. Go day with we till the 31st of December 2021 and going further. We want for laying a table the Confederation of African Football, CAF. Then say we stadium, the Siaka Stevens Stadium, is unfit for host international competition because the kind facilities where the stadium forget, get them. Not too long ago, we been host Nigeria. Now, yeah, we self been there. We been member how that game they be end and how the players them will been come and even the Nigerian spectators them how them be they make fun of we stadium. At that time, the person will be responsible for keep the pitch na the stadium being say whatever they do na world class do na then do. So we stadium in pitch na be world class pitch at that time. This na the thing them we can talk. Also we see through we na they talk am we they make yearly business. But we go can look deep inside today on. But before that, since na football, na soccer we dey talk about, yesterday to today, 9 young footballers then lost their life in a road accident just outside Makeni, when at the northern part of Sierra Leone. According to the regional chairman of the Northern Region Football Association, winner Brahima Jallo, then they returned home last night from the neighboring district of Karine. Usai then be go take part in a local football game. Their age na between 17 and 25 years of age. He say 20 by them people always be involved by the accident we not lost their life, then they in critical condition. The regional public relation officer of the Northern Region Football Association, Mohamed Papa Bangura, he said the boss where the player them be there, they meet up with another truck where they carry wood them, timber them. 9 people now don't lost their life at the accident today. Make we just get a moment of silence for them people in there. Make their soul rest in peace and their memory live on. And we want to send condolence to the entire Northern Region Football Association and the families them we lost their young souls them here to road accidents. God no more the guide we in a salon. But if you go now for talk to Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, then go tell you how everything they in place for make them kind of thing where they happen so no happen. Yeah? Okay. Make we check with COVID-19 status for today, the 1st of March. But before we start today, make we just peep on yesterday, when will be the last day of February, the 28th of February. The labs them be analyzed 479 tests. 479 tests and the labs they analyze, and nobody not been test positive. Today, the labs they analyzed 350 358 tests. 358 tests, and nobody not test positive for COVID-19 na Salone. Yes, back to back. Yesterday 0 and today 0. So because of that, we get 3,887 confirmed positive cases na Salone. For the past 24 hours, we not lost nobody to COVID-19, so still stand at 79. The one that were in isolation, now 1,180. For the past 24 hours, nobody not recover from COVID-19, so still stand at 2,628. The one that were in quarantine, now 120. And the one them we done discharged from quarantine, now 14,487. Now we peep na the Mano River Union countries them. As I been tell we just on Salone, 0. Guinea, 0. Liberia, 4. Ivory Coast, 123. Now one day na Ingiri, a total number of 127 people them will test positive for coronavirus. Na the Mano River Union countries them. Cumulative death, Salone, na 79, Guinea 89, Liberia 85, and Ivory Coast 192. Now Ivory Coast get. So from left here on Saturday na be 190, but today na 192 because yesterday Ivory Coast been lost 2 people them to COVID-19. And they don't give a total number of 445 people them where they lost their life to COVID-19 at the Mano River Union countries them. Let's not forget. I don't know if you been see today where the Chinese ambassador na Sierra Leone we go hand over the coronavirus vaccine to the president na state lodge and the president use. We remember, I think it was on Thursday, the special flight, the chartered plane, may come with the vaccine na airport. Well, the acting minister of health and sanitation and be receiving from the government of Sierra Leone. But today now they don't go do an official presentation at the state lodge to the president. We wait for me to suicide the president if they take her on camera. Not so. All right. We come into we program proper for today. And today, as I be tell we just on at the headline, for say the national stadium in issue. Now we want to look at. This we want green stadium will get. This one green stadium. Because we get one na Klein Town on a mini stadium. Not to main bowl. Not to major stadium. We get na Bo safe. Me to me na mini stadium. Even though na Bo stadium, but compared to what we get na Syke Street. We go Kenema in worse. Because he inoffensive. Boyon better. But when we want to talk about main bowl, now the second Stevens Stadium, now we all know say now we main stadium. But this stadium don't see test of times. This stadium, waiting left within the Duna Salone, we able get a small crowd. We know today then go care and go. Even though they no say na the one green main stadium where we get. Waiting left. We able get a crowd. We know to inside the main bowl then go carry there. Years ago, yes, the practicing field was not that much, but at least it was there. We get practicing field. As you enter from Syke Street main entrance on your right, But outside they play that basketball. Now they practice in field BD. Even before we the main sport event, na practice field we go do for stay before then go allow for go inside the main stadium. But even right now, the stadium, practice in field no dey. Talk about the hostel. The hostel, all the one them from previous administration to this present administration, all the one that we get connection, then get room then they. Then get room then they. The stadium hostel, then not they even use them for waiting if for day for. And lately, you go see now the pictures them where they scroll, you go see say, lately, they don't make bar, pub, business na stadium. They don't do them. Lately. The stadium they force, it gets issue. Don't now, people they don't they make pub, bar, because I can't even say restaurant. One of the pictures the way they see, who say see them chairs there, that's what they're doing. That big polo is so. Now the polo king, they from top take and down. Now in dandy. So, and anyone we get to, we'll go talk gist on and say, salon, maintenance culture no problem. Maintenance culture, no problem. That's also maintenance culture no problem. So we're not able to maintain. But anyway, this we stadium, because Nigeria become for make who can beat them. Then we end up not able to beat them. But in their mind, them become for can beat we. And they not be glady because they not beat we. They not left and do. They right to calf. Say we stadium. Then regret for play day because we stadium not they up to standard. Then make an official complaint to the Confederation of African Football. I say that stadium day is not correct. So CAF say they don't hear. So when they hear, they begin go back and forth with we own people them na salon. Until you know say COVID day now, CAF no go fly come watch the stadium. So then tell them for take picture and video the stadium and send them to them. I know say even at that, we go don't cook them in one kind way, not so. We go don't cook them one kind way. For sure say in other bad like how Nigeria complain. But all that, but all that, CAF say, that stadium day, you know what? For make international gameplay day. Do I tell we self? Then say the left way. But international for pull other people and come on at the country. Since Nigeria make a formal complaint against we in we stadium. And that's the same stadium where they tell we say now world class standard, the grass. We go take caterpillar for doing. Alright. But anyway, look can see the irony how things they work. We camp at the Football Association and Salon say na government. But when government want put things straight, we want pran the Football Association, FIFA go come say, government interference. Yeah. You all know level, yeah? Alright. I know it's in 98.1 this morning. The case be reached day. Now make we all listen how this conversation been go na 98.1. Let we listen, yeah?
Right. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Sorry, Ibrahim Sise, from the intro where I read, first we just start for tell we how SLFA been the letter for say CAF don't ban the Salone National Stadium not for host international match.
That all and the first before Sorry Ibrahim can talk. Yeah? Slaffer the Facebook page and also they handle them. One thing where you can't take from them, now for issue press release them. Now for showy waiting FIFA say. Now for showy say Slaffer don't take this decision. When this particular news begin for go, I run gonna Slaffer them Facebook page for see if they don't make any press release say they may receive something from CAF where show say we stadium unfit and we get for fence side for host Benin. Slaffer no poster. They no poster. Slaffer were good so. Just the other day, not when they cancel the elective congress for Sidon, they say because FIFA say sometime one kind way. Then post and they back. But this one, where CAF don't say they in one kind way. They no poster make we see. They no do it. So to me, first I be begin feel say na rumor, say na lie, na one for them propaganda, this and that. Because what thing do? The official Slaffer page refuse for post them. But anyway, we don't know now say na true. So Ibrahim, continue, sir. What you want for tell we who na be receive this letter?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me. Yes, the Sierra Leone Football Association is in receipt of a letter dated 27th February from the Confederation of African Football, asking us that for make relocate will match the sixth fixture. That is the match between Sierra Leone and Benin, na other venue.
So waiting CAF say the match 6 features, then for relocate them to another venue. For say that we stadium day, we don't test, you don't see all kind of thing. You name it. Name anything where for attract so much crowd, where for keep crowd, we know today, then they can go. CAF say, or for relocate, carry the game to another venue. Remember, international competition. Yeah? Let's continue.
Because according to them, their own estimation, the stadium not meet certain standard where they look up to.
He say according to them and their own estimation, we stadium not meet certain standard where they look to. So according to we, now left CAF now, according to we and we your estimation, dear family, we stadium it reach the kind standard for host international match. Because since Sorry Ibrahim now they say according to CAF say we stadium no reach international standard for host whatever. Now left CAF. To me and you Sierra Leoneans them. Patriotic Sierra Leoneans them. Do ya that stadium who side in the eng picking happy now? Yeah, the picture where they see so now the stadium on the eng picking happy so. We mean to say people then tap it. Yes, then tap it. Again, we or maybe nakaf, then just no like we because we stadium a world class standard. Yes, sir. Continue.
In modern times.
So now waiting this letter states but the modern times facility them where we stadium not gets na Salone.
Well, persistent report about the Sheikh TV Stadium in Freetown. The only available facilitate host international matches them. Visiting teams them over the years, don't they report about the status of we pitch?
Visiting teams them, they report about the status of we pitch. It's say back over the years. I don't know how far it want go back over the years, but if visiting team them, person can you host, they don't let you complain. And this is something you able for fix. Why you not fix her? For say we not get shame again, Salon. Or we so busy, the Football Association so busy in waiting and busy they do that they can't even be bothered with a bad pitch. Nine? So, since they don't let we complain to CAF, to FIFA, say, bo, Salon Stadium is not correct, to that pitch they not fine. What have we done? What have we done? Before that, Nigeria game na Caterpillar now go take for Tona. Yeah, what's it again they say?
And other facilities there, like we substitute benches them.
Imagine, even the substitute bench, they're not correct. The substitute bench, decide the way they sub them for Sidom. When they wait for the malap, then they stretch them foot kutu before they go now for go gid na the field. It's not even correct. Okay? What's it again, sir?
We lack of media facility, conference center.
We lack of conference center. We can see where the game done, then they get a conference center inside the stadium where then go sit down for get press conference, for talk to the press, for talk to the media. We have a room that we can use in that stadium. Whoa, small, we all, I don't know, maybe being so familiar with National Stadium, but me, I be used for the goodie. I know say boku room then they under. But all the room then they people now then they sleep there now. People now the room now they host now. I don't know if they get landlord where they take rent money now they hand. If na annually then they pay. If na monthly then they pay. Me I don't know. But I know say people and they sleep there. Will be small they go stadium. Now empty rooms then na them be dead. So who side for engage the media? We not get. Who side for make the player then sit down and relax? We not get. Continue.
And of course, even the dressing room, according to them, they don't receive reports on that.
I don't know why I keep for they say according to them. Like if I say nothing we no know. They say even to dressing room. Papa God, Salon. Who that do we? We need for fun and make it undo. Even to the dressing room, he say according to them. Like if I say according to we, it's fine. I guess it's fine. According to we, it's fine. But according to CAF, people the teams stand on even complain for the dressing room. Now then say, I don't know if you remember, make I just run on my mind back. After then games them, the first premiere, where they make boku money. They made money. After almost years we game not play. Some of them pictures are where they see so. Now me take them. I was there. And drone shots that we use. So at the end of the day, they made money. Then they ship and give the club rep. Then put small for the association. Because what they do? Then they get money from FIFA. We not care for maintenance. Please. What's the count maintenance business now? It's according to them. Wait again.
So when the climax of all the reports there and the Sierra Leone versus Nigeria fixture, when the Super Eagles in the Canada, then they report officially to CAF.
Nigeria, they not take and play for us. So until the other one, they will be they make waiting self where they gumbo na behind yard. He hear what he say, so Ibrahim say, he say, Nigeria then report officially to CAF because Nigeria become for win that game day. Nigeria blame we pitch. We take and make fun, we provoke them. But after that, we not come over for make we amend everything. We left them back, make it just they dilapidate. Hey, what become? Oh, the Chinese they don't take over. The Chinese then and then they can't do now take 2020. How much them be say? But I do back kubu go play game. Waiting, sir.
Through the match commissioner, where they be sent now. So what in CAF do is that they write the Sierra Leone Football Association officially for make to give them an update report on the standard of the status of the stadium. We prepare a report. When they send this report, we meet the stadium management and we sit them. We discuss some of the issues that they raise. They provide the answers them for we. Then we compile that report and we send it to CAF.
I hope say that report where the stadium management sent to CAF. I wish they can make that report public. I wish somebody that is connected to that report, can you just please make that report float on social media? The report where CAF be asked for, wait then send. Trust me, that report not show the true picture of we stadium. You not sure? But I am a saloon. Or if even then say what they say, then go try for put say we po, the pandemic, the 10 years war, all anything that were not relevant to. Now then go don't put the but that report where then send go to CAF. Why make the stadium they so? Say that time for that mudslide. Now they the people then come, then can't tap. Then go say back that other time for that flooding. Now they the people then can't tap. Then go say the stadium. Now and then like CAF care. Stadium now for sporting activity, not to shelter. If you make for shelter, now then come together all day, then they transform them to shelter. As you don't then transform them back to sporting activity. But we not sabi transformation. No. Hey, triple left no. Like how DT been say for make them leak Ilge Clinton. You know, I myself they do now. Say there are anybody we well connected. We know about that response. We stadium management and staff have been sent to CAF. But they are on a chukan for we in social media. Let we see what's in the right. But anyway, continue, sir.
You know, as far as they're concerned, the report no sufficient enough.
So anyway, I don't know this one as far as they're concerned. To then as far as then. He say as far as to then the report not sufficient. Now make me I want to see that report today. That report today, me I want to see it. Where they talk, where infield say is so sufficient in need for save the Siaka Stevens Stadium from this embarrassment we they face now. But anyway, CAF say that one they wouldn't send. Red card. Wait again.
For make them take a decision. So what they do, they get back to we as a football association. They say let we provide them pictorial and video evidence.
Okay. The first one, they write, and then send them to CAF. Boom. Where CAF receive, CAF compare what in the YRC, Slaffa and Stadium Management of Sierra Leone. They watch. Oh, this is good. This is so perfect. Then why are these guys complaining? So what are we gonna do? You know what? I think the best thing we can do, let's ask them for pictures and videos. Then they go na computer, and they send them to we own. Where they don't send and done, they say what thing they want. Picture and video. Now they want. Hey, after the picture and video, what's happening?
Pictorial and video evidence of the stadium. So we did that, and when we send them, they decide say when the stadium according to them, the stadium the top no level.
I don't know why this guy hey Papa God. According to them. Okay. According to them, according to CAF. Because it's like according to we 11. The first thing we CAF say, so Ibrahim say according to them. After they don't send their picture and video evidence. At first, na script they send. Then make all waiting and get for make, then send them. Me, I be inside the room. I be the fly. I be inside the room. What's me happen now tell you so just now. So after that, now CAF say no. But they are big. Let them send we picture and video. Okay, then send the picture and the video. Then, 91 and they reply. They say number 1. Una tough, that man the grass within at the ground in all level. But there, me and you self know they play football. We know say the grass within the no level. But we know. But anyway, it's not according to them. Because according to we, a level. What did they say again?
Then 2, the top no green.
The grass, the turf, in all green. In all level, in all green. Okay?
You not get a green surface according to them.
You not get a green surface according to them. Everything is according to CAF, not according to SLAFA. Because as far as SLAFA and stadium management is concerned, we get a world-class stadium. Then
the third aspect, they say the substitute bench or the substitution bench in order to standard.
Okay. The bench, what I be tell you about just now, who side then substitutes, then they sit down before they kind of feel in order to standard.
Then they say there is lack of, there is no media tribune.
No media conference center, no day.
Indicated in the stadium. Then according to them, they say they will not get conference hall. We fix with chairs.
Conference hall for day, we get chairs then day.
You know, all the chairs they're waiting at the conference hall are removable chairs them. Then according to them also they say the dressing room not day to that standard day.
The dressing room self who side the player them for dress in order to standard.
Then they say we not get a proper practicing field because the practice field according to them they not get showers.
The practicing field not correct because according to them you not get side for us.
You not get sitting accommodation.
You not get side for sidom.
You not get a green turf.
The grass where they not green.
All of that stuff they raise and the letter we then send to read.
Okay, then send to them letter. I wish CAF for be don't do a 3D rendering of how they expect things for be. Maybe they go understand now. Because they look like say, according to them, but anyway, let's continue.
So because of that, they say we're not going to host the match in Fita against Benin.
So, Mr. Sise, from that same way, all in concern here, they come back and forth with Una sending videos and other thing them to CAF. Waiting, Salon be don't do for ensure say Una put modalities in place for let international match them go be held in the country. Waiting different Una been do.
Well, really, this is beyond the reach of the Federal Football Association.
I want Hollande first. It don't come on. So Ibrahim Sise say, this one they beyond the reach of SLAFA. Now, where Ikiteke don't come, where Trouble don't come, where Albalau don't come. Then they try for friend Uda in aid for IBAM. Uda go to this bucket now. Because SLAFA say this one. They are not going to touch that bucket. Not at all. This stadium, not today. You know that, Oda? That one where FIFA they talk say not for interfere. Na them. The whole FIFA say not for interfere. Now their own problem this.
It is also beyond the reach of the stadium management. To be honest with you, these are facilities where they need government intervention. The last time actually where we get this problem was way back in the 1990s, where CAF been sent an inspection team, where being also lead to a ban of stadium.
Okay. Now, Edepa explain, say, in the 90s, CAF be fly go salon. I say na the pandemic. If not to the pandemic, trust me, CAF for don't fly go salon. CAF for don't fly go salon if not to the pandemic. Now they remind we for the 90s. Now make a talk here just no say. Now instead been begin say, then be the lay complain and the lay complain. Or we be just careless or we careless. Which one? Now two statements I make so. We care less or we be just careless. All right.
We government of Sierra Leone actually approached the Chinese government for do some renovation on the facility. You can remember that this stadium was built or was constructed way back in 1979.
In Chido here now, that one will be the extra last day of the Turbo Stadium. 1979. Hey! If we want for count from 1979 to date, how many renovation this stadium major, when I mean major upliftment where this stadium don't see? Can you please count for me? From 1979 to date, major upliftment of this stadium, how many we don't see? All right.
And from 1979 to now, some of the facilities that we contain at the stadium don't become obsolete in order to modern standard.
There's no modern standard there. Even the sideway people then they see themselves, it don't obsolete. They stand them. But you get stadium them across the world where as time they go, then they upgrade, then they do upliftment. They go with times. As new things then they evolve. Now one we get. So as new things then they evolve, we they go with time. We they go with time. But how many? For more than building stadium, 1979. What thing they do they don't change? To the 80s, to the 21st century. What thing they do? Where they don't change. Not tell me say because they don't say. Yes, other stadium they don't say. But because then they go with the times as times evolve. Because then they themselves just they go with time. So then they upgrade, uplift, upgrade. But what do we have here? If the one them will be built this stadium 1979 and go out there, then go tell you nothing not change.
So they need really for let them revisit some of them. The facilities there, make them upgrade them to modern standards so that they will allow we in future for let us match them.
Okay, now they call for the government for go work at it. Where you go first at the stadium? Also the president and the first lady in picture there. They are all around the stadium. Oh, there's a big fix and they. But they not sabi take care of them, abi? All right.
So but this is not about Sierra Leone Football Association. It's not about stadium management. It is purely something where governments are there for handle this particular thing.
Okay, not true. Because when you go inside there, now the first lady and the president are in picture. No more and inside there, all about the stadium. We two side go get a free sell and logo them and everything. Now them pack inside there. So now I make it say, but not to Slaffer. How Slaffer connect? Now Slaffer face the day. Now footballer face the day. Not to them face. Now the first lady and the president are them face the day. So now government issue. When them pack them face then they FIFA no come can say make them pull them face then make them put waiting footballers them we go the sports people them we go we go to inspire people them as then they inside the facility make them see them faces then they no. But we all in a politics. All thing. So now we trouble long come. They say, not to win, not to slaffer, not to stadium management. Remember, this stadium you get management too. Oh, go ask them how much they pay them first. You know, sabi safe.
Mr. Sise, it's not about the stadium management. It's not about now the national stadium where people don't turn to bar and they play music and sell drinks there.
Come again, please.
I say you are aware of the situation of some stand them now the national stadium who side people don't turn there to bar and they sell drinks them and music and dance there.
I mean that is the honest truth. We're not there for lie to research. I mean,
we done they happen before.
Come again.
This situation don't ever be outside a national stadium. People they take the stand them and turn and to rumba. We don't ever see that situation there before.
Well, I not been ever see that before, except that during matches, then people then they allow traders there for go sell.
Okay, make a break the ice because Asma James, no one goes to get to the point. The question where it try for ask, Ibrahim Soisi say if you don't ever see him before, all right? Because right now, as we speak, you get people in there we connected to this administration. We get bar, they under the stadium. Yes, somebody we now the president in your nephew. He gets a body. So we see the accent say you don't ever see him before. Now then they try for ask him, but you know accent like that straight on. But maybe you don't understand. Me I tell you now say the president in nephew we then use as an ambassador inside sport. He get on body inside a restaurant. Now he gets the. But now he try for ask him, but you know but go straight up. Me I don't tell you now. But anyway. So Isa, continue.
But recently we see some of them things, the activities that they go on at the stadium. Me personally, I don't talk to the management of the stadium. I tell them say CAF and FIFA they frown at this, and then the other Ashobi say they go do something towards that. So basically, we still wait for the action for me to do something for remove some of them things there.
Yeah. They say recently, in see some of them things they go on and what not. Not so? He say they promise them for remove. That might make it play so. That picture outside they see. Or you make a stadium for you. Make you see and fine. That picture where you they see outside. Okay, I think say I'll need for steady and small. Make we all see the side where they talk. It make them fine, but any kind of way, not to than the stadium day for. Not to in stadium day for at all. Okay. You go see her now. The one where they talk about. The one where inside they talk about where he say he don't talk to the management for let them pull and day. But since this person is connected, I don't know if they really don't face her. For say, brah, you don't put TV at the wall, you don't make chairs, you don't do everything. You get big speakers them where they play and everything. Yes, now the president's nephew. I ain't get her. On that stadium. So now making say the talk say they don't talk to stadium management. Other one than they. Not for say other people and not for say anyone no. Other than they. But they are all connected to the power grid. So as long as you're connected to the power grid, hey, it is what it is. I am a saloon. So now make a steady and let's see waiting at the talk. But yes, I continue.
But some of them things are actually not they tell well for we stadium at all.
So I mean, waiting this mean for the SLFA because I should say you know one person we don't travel with players them for go play international matches, and una dey see the stadium of dem country dem dey una dey go, even neighboring Guinea and Liberia na ya, for let a whole stadium turn to outside people dey do all kind activities. Wetin the SLFA then do in this regard for make sure say una insist on how is national stadium for the?
Well, Asma, to be honest with you, the stadium is not owned by the SLFA. Yes, all what we do with the advice, we give we own professional advice. But this is a stadium run by a management, under the Ministry of Sport or under the National Sports Authority. So it is beyond we reach as to how they exercise control over them. Yes, as you rightly say, don't get the opportunity for actually travel outside and see other stadium there. But to be honest with you, we stadium really need some rehabilitation and for actually upgrade some of them, their facility we lack at the moment.
So also the FA plan for play the Salone Benin match now?
Well, when we received this correspondence, unofficially, the executive director of the National Sports Authority, Dr. Kenneth Bremer, he don't contact we as a federation, and even the Minister of Sport, Ibrahim Elenke, himself also don't contact me. And we try now for Angers and someone, both the SLFA, the Minister of Sport, and the National Sports Authority, for level work to this directive, because we cannot go against CAF directive. Now, what would they try to do? They hang it now and try to get an alternative venue. And I also want to end on this note that not to Sierra Leone Football Association only get this problem. You get about 6 or 7 stadium them in Africa within this campaign where self get this problem where their country then they don't ask them for me they relocate their match just because they lack some of their facilities there.
Well, you see, now it all reach to Usai, we don't begin point finger. Not to pan good o, pan the bad. We don't begin point finger pan the bad. Not to pan good. Say not to one get this problem safe. So why for even bother? And not put that part deal. Me they put on. Why for even bother when not to one get this problem? Look the one and they self, other one and they back then same get the problem. Why for take and make big deal? Alright. Until they see, after works, the place to be in a hot and fresh. Who's a hot and fresh day? Bar and restaurant, National Stadium stand 5 and 6. Now you see so. Yeah? Hot and fresh. Okay. Waiting again.
CAF don't really come down very heavily on the member association, on the facilities here.
So you say when they hang it now for no Usai the Salone Benin match will get for play. But any financial implication will get for day and this for go let other country go host this match?
Well, of course, you get for get some financial implication. Remember, during the time where we get the Ebola, CAF will also ban Sierra Leone as a nation, say we not for host matches there. And it will get for with some huge financial implication for host matches in other countries like Nigeria, and even will be the play even at the host country in ground. So coming back to your question, yes, it therefore involves some financial implication, because if we decide say we go host this match now any neighboring country, the government get for spend a lot of money for host this match here. And the unfortunate thing in this whole campaign is that we are almost close to the end of this exercise. So there is no two way about it, but rather just to comply and bear the financial cost we actually involved.
Now we come to financial cost and say the government get for BRM. But when the government wants straight in Slaffa, then say no government interference. I don't know how FIFA, then they use the new rationale, but again, now we can't gain facility. We need to get a correct stadium where we not get.
So to wrap up this interview, then go at the 4th and sitting at the 1st of March already. The time already they done. You sure say Salone go able for meet up, forget the side for go play this game and self get the money for pay?
Yes, the government is very much committed through the agency, the Ministry of Sport and the NSA. As I tell you this on my intro, that the NSA Executive Director, Dr. Kenneth Rema, is on top of things. As we speak, the Minister of Sport also don't call me. And all they try for someone we now to a meeting for we reach at a specific venue and we will communicate officially to CAF for this match against Benin. So yes, they are on top of situation for actually make sure they will play this game here.
Many thanks to you, sorry Ibrahim Sise, Head of Competition and Club Licensing na the Salon Football Association.
Okay, sorry Ibrahim Sise, now be a Rihanna. Me, what I want to say now, do ya? Government of Sierra Leone. All the members them of SLAFA and Stadium Committee or we get for follow the team for go now the other country una get for host this game. Una not pay them per diem. Una not give them per diem. Anybody we been supposed for make this thing happen, way not happen. Even the government officials, even the sports minister, they not forgive una none per diem. For travel go other side for because na salon will be supposed for host this. Now they can go pay other country for host day. Then una go one per diem back say because una travel. Then they not give them more. Una not give them per diem. Let's just take and say na salon u day. Make a come out Usman Toli, make we hear waiting in get on this one today. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Triple A, first of all, I just seize this moment for I express the sympathy and condolences to the family of the young footballers them we lost their life in that gruesome accident in McKinney. Very, very sad. And before I return to the main topic, I just want to make some interesting observation about COVID-19. One of the interesting observation is that where COVID-19 may start in a salon, when they see almost every 2 to 3 days, when they see people and they die. But recently, thank God, the number don't look stable. If I don't lie, the 79 we don't live on for quite some time now. These are some of the questions that we get for the ask. It don't take small, we don't get any death in terms of COVID-19. We don't stay on 79 for quite some time. So some of the fundamental questions then we will ask in terms of COVID-19. Now let's turn to the main topic. We in a CAF BANS Salon international football. And Triple A, one interesting observation from Ibrahim Fofana EU submission. So Ibrahim Fofana, we all are listening to. When you listen to the beginning part of the interview, it's like you don't believe what CAF say. Because he keeps saying according to, as if you don't agree with what CAF say. But towards the end of the interview, Triple A, he accepts, see, the stadium be in dilapidated form. He accepts. So this now some of the things the way we can talk about we know very self. Sometimes we're not honest to ourselves. Now I'll take you to some of the issues then, and then some of the main facts then, and then I will discuss some of the issues in a form of analysis. First of all, this stadium they don't build since 1979, over 40 years ago. It's not new. And as you say, Triple A, we all know Salon, we lack maintenance culture. All we do nada cosmetic maintenance. Cosmetic maintenance. But for say, we don't undertake major maintenance or repair. Very rare. We can quite remember, as you say, Triple A, in 1992, We know say FIFA will suspend the venue for 1 year due to overcrowding. So Salon been get for use Guinea with neighboring country Guinea for host that Senegal and Togo game. Now the African Nations Cup. We all know that. And they banned me for 1 year. And again in March 2008, FIFA been there for ban. They said due to the poor dressing room. So not to the first 10 days where then they ban we in terms of substandard. We know that. We not just the learn from them things here. We not just the learn. So the question is, where sorry Ibrahim for Cisse the talks here, they keep saying according to. We all know Triple A. They can quite clear really break it down for we. We all see where Nigeria go play Salon inside Salon. The pitch, comfortable, green. You see the benches there outside the substitutes and the sit down, inferior, dilapidated. Even the conference room, all them things in the way that I like. So remember, you see CAF then get their own checklist where then they do the health and safety assessment, just like any other health and safety assessment. Then get checklist. Then therefore look at those checklists. And remember, AAA, safety is paramount. Very, very important. Because if anything happened to that stadium, the way it will lead to casualty, I think to a very large extent, they will blame CAF in terms of football matches them in Africa. So in that respect, I think say then spot on. If they notice, especially when Nigeria had all right to CAF say, look, we expect to go win this game because they come with all determination. And we all know say Nigeria be disappointed after, they lost that, after that game where we go, I think we'll be equal. We'll draw that game there and come and expecting we can't beat win our country. They were very disappointed. So they're not being turned to no side for turn away football pitch and say we get problem with facilities then. That is more than apparent. And another clear fact, AAA, I think you mentioned that. There is no doubt about it. The stadium, they don't use them as a multi-purpose place. Now they sell car, religious crusades, then they use it as car park, then they use it as car wash, with no routine maintenance, homeless accommodation, people are homeless. Sometimes you don't see them, during this mudslide, they are going to accommodate people in a stadium. So many other uses then. Politicians, then they use them for their own selfish interest. We all know the story. There is no doubt about it. So for Ibrahim Cisse, for turn around, they argue according to them, as if see them fact here is questionable. Thank God, in the end, we get for accepting the stadium in order to standard, is substandard. And now I will talk to the main issues then. I will speak on the main issues then in the form of analysis. We all know how important sport is as a unifying factor. If not for COVID-19, sport now one of the things then, because we are divided as a nation due to politics. But with sport, it will help for unify. We all see the other time where Leone will do very well in Nigeria, the spirit in the country. Spirit, all man they talk about the football, forget about the differences. So I think one of the important aspects here is that we have to take sport very seriously in the country. And if we have to take sport very serious in the country. I think one of the areas that we'll look at, we'll get for build more stadiums, not only in Fetcham, like you say, AAA. We'll get for think about the provinces. After Fetcham, I think the only other stadium we'll be proud of, I don't want to say proud of, but Naboro Town, which was built by the previous regime. But even as that, will match to international standard. Again, AAA, we don't say it gets some cost implication. Because at the end of the day, now if they never go host this next match, say Guinea or any of the neighboring country, now we get for futsal building. For move on from Leone National Stadium to another stadium, we get for foot to build. And without the futsal, not the taxpayer. The people are with the pay tax. Now we get for futsal building. So indeed, absolutely spot on, it gets some cost implications. I know say government, the Minister of Sport been talk say the non-sign agreement with the Chinese, with the Republic of China, for expand phase 2 of the stadium, but we don't know whether it will commence as they promise this April, whether they say it will start this year. So we look forward to that because we know say all NTR get some cost implications. And the fact also remains that they ask one critical question. I think one of the questions where they asked Mr. Ibrahim Ibrahim Sisi, is that in Toxi, according to EU submission, he say it's not about SLAFA or stadium management. It's about government intervention. Now we critically look at that statement. I'm not saying you don't make your own submission AAA, but let's look at the other side of the argument. The point is, when you come for collect money at the stadium, some of the activities that would go on, we as I say no more, then they use them for multi-purpose, different things then. Where some of these takings, they go to the government coffer, they go there. We get hostel and we use as car park, we use so many things then. Who are they responsible for the stadium management? Not stadium management. And some of them collections here, some of them takings here, they go to the government coffer. I can assure you this. Some of them things here, they have been managed by, by some private individuals then. But when they ask them a question, you say this is about government intervention. Wait time come for spending cash is about government intervention. It's not about SLAFA. It's not about stadium management. But when you talk about stadium, when you talk about management, when you talk about management, the way I only look at managing the stadium, now you get for manage ensuring that other activities then we don't get nothing for do with the stadium, for happen at stadium. Such as like religious crusade, in terms of they use the place for sell motocarden. But I don't go there for view motocarden. Then they use that place there for sell motocar. And now when they manage, management. Now when they manage that place there, we have to ensure say the purpose for which then that place there for then use them for its intended purpose. If we say where come from money business, that we blame now the government to the blame. Where are those taken? I'm not saying well to some extent. We not say we blame the government in some of these issues then, but also I think an office say correct for say it's not about stadium management. It's also to do with stadium management. We're gonna be responsible, and then for ensure say the activities that will take place that they place and streamline them, and that the stadium is used for its intended purpose. And if government refuse to follow, I think now their own responsibility for ensure say expose the government on these issues. I think it's important to talk about then tear. Another interesting question posed to Mr. Ibrahim Ibrahim Sise, is that he said not to salute no more, then ban from this international match as a result of dilapidated facilities at the stadium. He said talk about other countries. But are we interested in those countries? What in that other country get for? We are taught, we get for concentrate what in do it, what in they do it. We're not interested about what in happen in that other country then. Yeah? They talk about we own circumstance. This is not the first time this thing only happen. We found only learn lessons. We don't look at the cost implications. Then now we improve on we own standards. We therefore move ahead as a nation. We therefore move things ahead. I think we are very much concerned about we own area, we own country, and that we urge the government, we plead with the government for let me try not only in terms of the national stadium, what they use for different purposes, but we want to see other stadiums. At least look get alternatives. Let them tear away up and we get another good stadium now the provinces, sure as Bo na the second capital city you get Kenemade and Kono. And this go back to the same to the top AAA. It's not all about Freetown. Freetown, not in a Sierra Leone. We get other places then where they can able, then they all will help decongest the city. But all these things, they know the implications. They just deliberately ignore them things here. But these things are important. But for Crown it or AAA, I think your analysis are spot on. Spot on. Just like we put on. Yeah? So I will stop there and give chance to other panelists. Thank you very much, AAA.
Thank you very much, Usman Tholi.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Come doctor, make we hear you. What you get for we today? Yes, Dr. Aissatou Kakejalo, you get the platform. What do you get for we today?
Yes, hi. Good evening, everyone, and I hope everybody do well. Happy new month, happy new week, and we hope March bring we a lot of peace, more better than what we would get for the last previous months. Them, so we hope everybody continue to adhere to COVID-19 measures. Them, thank you, and thanks to Usman Tholi for on our own submission regarding this. Yeah, I just want to go straight on and say to a disgrace, because Salon, I feel some of the things that we encounter not fear. It's just not fair to the country for all the Syrian kind of so they happen now. The other African committees and they see we country say we know they make any improvement in certain things and where you for really do for help for generate income inside you country. So now for think of we get for try for host this because we're not fit for host international match. I think it's shameful. And some of the footages or the images the way you show, it's not even something. The one that done maybe done it better. I just left I visit the National Stadium. The day I do that talk, you can ask yourself, are they really cleaning this place? And then not only that, I don't go inside the stadium. One time I be just want to go watch Leone Stars them. They not also this year, but my previous time where I visit, I get that picture if I look at now post and I'm status. Now somebody say the moment the person see this person are from Nigeria. Is this Africa? Now the question that they ask, not compliment anything. You just look at that green, white, and blue and put yourself on for Sidon. Now I'm like, yes. Like all I could say yes, right? Knowing that they own a way better than ours. But I'm just saying this is like something we all don't see. Not for say this now something no more. Then people then lie per we country. And not say they lie per we. I believe say that the truth and talk. And sometimes if it's gonna take our current football association, whoever is in charge of this particular ministry for ensure say they do it right. For like other, disciplinary people then out of the country begin to say, with the sanction, I need for fix this. If not, that's get for make Salon go before. So Lord get a lot of this. Let them begin to exclude we out of some of them matches there. So then we will take them very serious for understand say the national stadium, not to for events them what they need for do. If they want do any event, let them go build, auditoriums them around or different, places there. What is see what thing they go on with different countries them. And these are different things that you can really develop in the nation for let the nation get money. We stadium need for be better. Look at the grass. What they talk about? Everything when they talk, not to lie, not true. And Lord, really think about this for understand. Say this not for anybody in your own benefit, but for we the Sierra Leoneans, them. So low self-to stadium will say, you know what? Wow, this is our country, But it's not for people to have music concerts. It's not for people to have, campaign rallies or all the other things that what they do within the place. You want to make big events, find bigger place and create, then emergencies set up them if you use or not because of something to go on like a disaster and all these different things. We they see that what they can convert stadiums them to that. And that we can understand because when you get a national emergency, you have to do things based on what is there or the biggest platform. But the place not even conducive for things like that. So maybe even the day where I did that talk with the coaches, look that room. They don't get projector, they don't get anything. I'm sure everybody that saw me, I had to open my laptop. Luckily, my laptop had that option for that open up. They can let map, like say, like a tablet, right? So we know exactly what is said here, and we know exactly what needs to be done. And now there's nothing we can do but to accept the fact that our country doesn't have a stadium that can host international matches, knowing that sports will bring in revenue into the country. But no, everything that they can do, all of them other stuff that they can do, like their events them, waiting at the money where they come inside the country for say, okay, will they host them all the other thing there? The money will they raise, Lord gives this percentage to this stadium for renovating or for maintaining. Nobody is doing that because if they are, I don't think we'll be falling into this problem right now. And actually, the entire place is not for that. You want to do that if the stadium is space big enough, build another center within the national stadium somewhere where not outside and they play football. Let people then go to use that name for if other things and what they want for do. If not the national stadium no more, then facing at the better place for them. But they have to build that place. That place is not for those events, Echo Fest, and all the other things that we don't see when they go on at the national stadium. Should not happen. And it's sad, it's disappointing. And you know what? Some part of it, we just have to tell you to some part of it. I said, I think this is really good for us because we need to wake up so that we can fix the problem. Because we are tired of people just thinking that where sports they then just go inside plane and go say then go represent we country, not knowing that we own country. We're not going to host other people there, And then they always make we a laughing stock or mockery of that country where it not deserve that. And constantly, people just care about themselves, don't care about any welfare of the nation. And these are all where you talk about nation development, building up your nation, making it to standard. He not even in the sport. How do we expect to excel? How do we expect to compete with other nations? If these little things that we are talking about, they don't do. But you know what? Not to surprise back. Really. Because if we don't get proper health care and we don't get good schools, we not get water, we not get light. 60 years of independence, and the council in the next, less than 2 months. Yeah. And then we're talking about fixing a stadium that they've ruined. They ruined it. Now, they ruined that stadium. That's the truth, because we all grew up knowing that we have a good stadium. It wasn't like that. Unfortunately, we hope so. Then we'll learn from this, and then we'll start to fix things in the country. This will lack of maintenance culture or problem what they face day in, day out. Now you don't begin to reach the international community in how we're not able to maintain things. And we really hope, say, somebody do something about this so we not face this embarrassment again. Because to me, this is an embarrassment. But I don't get much for say. I wish I found that picture they had just sent on to you. You self go see what they talk. Well, we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yeah.
Make look out, whose friend, make we hear you. Waiting, whose friend get for we today. Yes, whose friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers them. Thanks to the doctor for his contribution. And thanks to Mr. Usman Toli. And then I extend my sympathy and condolence to the one that we passed away from that road traffic accident in McKinney. You will see the negligence of many factors. It might be a problem of motor car, they wouldn't really get lights. But most of the time, them big truck, then I don't think they can do. Or some not even get park lights, just you go wear panel. Or sometimes overloading, but all those kind of things, and roads, of course. So hope the government would help for look into all those other factors. And then coming to the issue at hand today, me just want to say the main issue here we don't bring about this 40 years over with this development or renovation of this national stadium, what they call Sheikh Stadium Stadium initially. And I'm looking at budgeting and monitoring. If you look, the problem they all wouldn't arise now and are due to monitoring and budgeting. But here you look at the voting involved in this budgeting for whether money go day or development go day for certain infrastructure they're more important in terms of when then they count a country in development. Because anything then they put, when they say then tick. You go try for things in the ministries, then they, departments, then agency, when they say MBA. So if they see waiting will happen between the three areas then yeah. Then you will slot in now the ministry, where now the minister SSF they in charge, but the department itself, most of the time, it is headed by the secretary. At least a day they can talk about the permanent secretary. So now the permanent secretary, then most times they relate between the minister, the government itself, and then they come out to the agencies then. And the agencies, some of them, most of the time, they're independent. We're not going to say SLAF an agency, but we'll take them like something similar to a sub-agent to the department. So they can get funds from where and from the government. And then not be ever create an avenue where they will say, well, we'll be independent, we'll for the raise this type of money. Even though, yeah, the money is coming in if football will take place, but there are no other sources that wouldn't create for the avenue, or we themselves don't create. For see, we'll create the avenues, I also will get money. But you will look at the area of how this programming and how the performance, what they don't do, how they program this thing, if not well programmed in terms of this particular structure, where now the largest sport venue, na salon, and then get athletics area things and facility the way they do they wanna for run the athletic field, they right inside the pitch day, then get other side on basketball. But it looks like they open in 1918, gonna 79, Aisha Kibi give this contract to the Chinese then, but they open in 1980. So you go see say they call it recruit stadium before they broker. But when they do this there, you go see the area of monitoring, wherein now step-by-step monitoring, in other words, they monitor along the step wouldn't they take on the way. For say any step will go, if development come or the capacity, all those things, because for the moment I think about 45,000 Now the capacity what they take. But the idea is how the budget be done they go. People are not really identified anything they have for CM, but because of the presidential pavilion, I believe so they may renovate at some point. When 950 seats they get. But I believe in a free sell be renovate them. And when most of the ministers, other top people and they go now they just they enter. So you go find out say most of the time now just the public they can get on, or on certain occasion they can just make a tent and design and find where they will shield and cover all those other areas that we able to see, and then the people already see. But it comes to the area of monitoring, it comes to the area of that department we concern. If they get a feedback from the other agencies, then the minister waiting in they do for bring the case forward to the government. Because you get sideway that they own the parliament, they get sideway on a question time. In other words, the question for debate. But this is why they say except the president, they're not the only one where the significant person will go only proceed if any motion be in parliament. So you go see how some of these things there, in the president get forgive the power to the speaker. And the speaker get right for say, okay, this year, he dispose them, or he go put them forward. So you see about the constitution affecting those areas again. But again, they ask people and they would not ever present this in a manner wherein people then go get a follow-up, wherein they go respond to that. Because if they say in the right letter to this, in the right letter to this, we don't know what's at the previous arrangement. Because when you talk about the stadium, now something important, you come, you see them, use them for the purpose. You get athletic, you get in the area of health, what important, like I told you, they talk about recreational facility then. So all these areas, they say the standard would have been making, now standard when have been 40 years ago. When I just they try to accommodate people there, and then just forget the main things that want the facility. They not be ever improve them for see now students sit there for day where the people go sit down, they go comfortable, where the footballer, can't just sit down until we cramp, you don't get a muscle cramp. All those facilities are there. The height of the seats and how then they go change. If they get time for hang their clothes, who side they go put them back, who side they go get place for long. All these facilities, then they say they're not there. But it comes to the area of that negligence, you go question her, or a person will be negligence along this chain work, what are the MBS there, or they not be ever do the budgeting. Because when you talk about budgeting and monitoring, the program, you get forget program performance based. You look how the program where they put how the performance today. Then you get for look, say then why log get another one for go before. But there was no trial, there was nothing. Instead, not just activities, now they go out throughout this year. But I only hope say they go able to come on board and try for implement it there. Because when you talk of an approach towards a development, you look at the results whether management they try for bring for you. But once you put that management into practice for the reformation, now ain't go able for say I don't put this in practice. But if you don't do it, you know come out in work. And then the program we go say they perform that you get for put that budget there for say lab able for put that in there for let you go able to go before. Then you will say, well, what's in this budget I don't put so now you don't do, I therefore monitor by step, and I evaluate for look how this tier therefore develop. People and therefore say now how we able to develop this place. There's another area back where they go look at. Then go say, well, this place not only no more activities and go do, no make another area where people young man go able for camp. So man they do like them massage parlor or exercise or like their food store, their healthy food diet where people they can sell their food for health food for life or something. Say protein foods or for this or even other things them. We go make people and get employment today, and they attract the public and it benefits them in a way positive instead of when they use them more for other things. Then because when you look at the people that they decide you want for country, now actually unfortunately now it comes to the area of social service wherein people have been there when are disabled people them where one of the things say they live somewhere don't win performance they do lawn tennis I can't call the name. So this person may get an issue where he be end up for one live there. And again, he get a relationship with some of the disability program there. So when some of them then become homeless, either because they don't pay their rent, now they some of them they go with some other few them. If you make those findings, you go really say that's not actually happened there. But now the social service, they do this area for say, would they look at the people and what disabled who will try to help them. Because now it attract, because then don't they other people and go say, well, no self can't live there. They are living there conveniently, not because they want to, but because society not provide place for them. So those are all the things more government for try back. Those people, most of them decide they will be done the first time before that people don't homeless people when disabled people and then they actually try for stay there because when they ask them for evict them, they're not able for pay because government only subsidize. So to most of them disabled a program they are, except the few money wouldn't they get from the outside and the population in Boku and they never make a big house when I build it, accommodate and just decide for rent to private them. So those are all the other issues where I hope the government go for look back and then therefore look, as I say again, the ministry, the department, the agency, then therefore come together and then therefore come, then go do a kind of a strengthening of that budget and then they monitor, evaluate any procedure what they do and try to see the usefulness of them so that the country will go before. Then therefore look say the areas of priority, now important things them. So that among the other things that we will develop, that one day will get for day before. So that we know we just sit back. The problem we get for happen are the fear about waiting when they talk about polarization. When I talk about this, I mentioned I wanted in one of the platform during the time sooner about people that when they come for can't help. It is beneficial because then they can't bring help. But now you see saying the demand will get for can't day without stadium, they don't put time behind and now waiting there for happen. Just like similar like how the Lungen should be happen. Person will come because the demand is high. Then we'll just say, well, now because we have need for make them, we go come make them for una, we will give una the money, we go make them, then it go be back. And then you go see maybe Chinese then go come back. They say they can't do this. But because they not plan them well and budget, then you budget will go able for do let this thing go before. Because not for say it not go beneficial, but some time in some way that conflict of plans where some of the governments go get for one put and some of the agency then go get clash and then will not go able for develop with industries them. People who don't come on at university where they do building, construction, all those kind of things are not gonna have agencies wherein them will say will they get construction company them or people who will recruit with a government thing and they sponsor, then will able for work them in there, will open them up and the one they will last minute for can rescue it because there is a need for that for long will never go before. But that polarization is not bad when we are helping it, but sometimes they have to plan their own budget and evaluate how things and they go and what will be the outcome than they wait last minute like that bridge this until that bridge just go and work it so they for don't cost in actual let's say 10 million. But because una demand the thing and time day and they will say people and get for cross when I not go left hand, then go say who they come. So that's ending now waiting then the profit then go add small thing there because una demand that and then go say who they do for una. So those are the things that government get for try for identify in this development mode they think of in all sectors you're talking of now. So I know we wait infrastructure last minute, then wait to let the budget then they put on use on the right way instead of just putting it for something else or waste. They're not a waste time, but using it in places where sometimes they did not day that moment day so that they will redirect them to area. Now I'm your contribution for tonight and let God make the people that will lead with the government, the bodies that will involve, they will always learn as gradually time they go because everybody now they see what they happen, not like first time where people are not being there, but now you go talk and read yourself, you go able to go find an archive. Like you have your program and go find an archive. People then go jigsaw, then go make this picture, then go see like this thing, like this you be see. Not to like first time where things are not being there. So any step people they take, let them know what they do because now everything is in archive. So that is the only thing where they advise the government so that they will be able to go. Thank you very much for giving me the platform and let God continue to help you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah. You're most welcome, sir.
Yes,
God bless, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, Triple. My name is Alajiba. I call from London.
Yes, Alajiba. We'll talk about the National Stadium. You get 3 minutes. Waiting on your contribution.
To start with, I mean, I want to tell you thank you. I mean, we bring up this program, and I just want to extend my condolence to to the one that we, them footballers that we pass away na Makeni Highway. Um, yeah, I mean, back to the topic, it's what we talk about today. To start with, this now a national, embarrassment, for we as a nation, a football loving, nation and fans. I listened to what in Sore Ibrahim Sise in the talk. If you listen to an interview, I mean, it's just typical of SLFA, where all the time then they try for push the blame. You know, if we go back to them people, the executive, Aisha Johansson, the executive, then people that will not care about football, na salon, right? Because then people are then they get their money from FIFA. They not care how football they run at the country. And if you look at Sierra Leone since we last participate, 19, Nations Cup. I mean, we don't go 2-10, 1994 and 1996. I mean, since then we just participate. I mean, with the competitions, and we not even care whether how we progress, how we develop as a nation. And if you look at countries that where they are around, like Liberia and Guinea, I mean, they don't build new stadiums. Them we just then are the same. I mean, we need to develop, we need to move. So I mean, it's about time for make the people away responsible. Therefore hold them accountable. If not stadium management or not the sports ministry, it's about time for make them begin ask questions. So me just want to say this is a national embarrassment for we. And SLFA, Aisha Johansson, and in executive, even though they say not they're responsible for national stadium, but I mean it's embarrassing. And that's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alajiba. Yes, caller, it 11 air. Name and inside the call from, please.
This is Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
This, anyhow, they look at a big embarrassment to we all Sierra Leonean. We stay don't turn to a playground. Like where parade, how we go on a parade. For go ride bicycle, for go play ball, for go play bingo, for go play with commodity, so dust. Now, so we stay don't there now. Any small activity now, na stadium. One thing I can remember 2018 when I go salon. I just go, I mean, okay, thank you, Stan, but during Sunday, I just go walk inside. If you see the grass there, I look the grass, the policeman when me there, they say, bro, you see this was the door, you don't suppose to say control no day again. You say anything, if you, as soon as you get power, if you want to see Papa and funeral yourself, they don't stand there. That's what the policeman say. So that don't tell you, say, how is stadium done, you don't lose the value of stadium. You go now the restroom there. Oh my goodness. I remember after that 92 renovation where the Chinese, because I renovate them a renovator that 10 day. Where the Chinese we go to everything we did smooth. All the room them be nice, so it is water the wrong good. The grass that water the grass in the morning, in the evening, the grass to grow fine. But now we go all the facility that's with no normal agriculture. The maintenance thing, which is not good. That's the job that because the flipper, whatever they're in charge of that stadium. Now they for make money because they make money out of that. We don't see stadium there around the world where governments are not the partner. Now this is a private owner. They will not talk about overseas. We know everything are government. The stadium then are diaspora now private owned by company. Where they own and they make money, they sell, the drink, everything inside there, and they make their money. But we are not so. And when you see they don't touch the look, now ask people that, because some people that sleep, they're not just, even that other place. I remember, stadium, they get one place they went out for boxing there. You remember? The area, outside that for box. That's somebody in living room now. Somebody in living room. I shocked. Why see that place there? Because I had them box had them in the train. I did them in the train. They go divide the room, the place. Now so good. Look with pavilion when the pavilion not fit by pavilion sef. All that thing. Now God no more. God never for save we para because I not think that and this government here they get any interest about that stadium. So if they do, I'm fine. If they not do, I'm we'll the see no more. And then as they don't begin to cost them now for let them go pay other side for host stadium football. That's what you will see. Now more way back the one way for thief money than now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller, you did live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, I call from London, Mina Bobby.
Yes, Bobby, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, regarding this thing, some of who like sports, who really like them program there, it really shameful. But this thing done there for a long time, to be honest. Because stadium, Salon will lack of the culture of we know they renovate. We lack of culture of maintenance, we know the maintenance things. To be honest, okay. You see, doctor just only. I just a buttress the voting doctor. I try to say if people are not able we're not able to get water in a salon or other thing them, na stadium would they consider. It's so good with the kind of people that will get sense in the program because what he say, you just think the way he talk, and I make a call because it's so sensible. If we're not able to look after people for water, now stadium would consider no. That zone 2 where we've been doing that, it was in 1994. Water be they run. Me, I go watch zone 2 in a stadium. Water be they run at the toilet, them all thing. So we not get culture of maintenance, to be honest. Government don't come, government don't go. That the third government this way don't come. No maintenance, no nothing. So the problem we will get, AAA, like you, if you law say, oh, down there, you study different things. But me, Bobby, I become a president at Salon because you know me party, and they go put you for last choke, they put you minister of sports. Well, you don't know about sports. So how you go get the passion about sports anyway? So this is what's happening in our country. Put minister of sports, we get passion for sports, everything. It will consider stadium. It will not say, now so stadium, this person lacks sport. You understand? But this is our problem. This is why Sierra Leone is not really, they go before, to be honest. They elect you because you know me party, you know me this. You only elect somebody who don't do sports. Okay, Lord change the minister of sport now where they are from the last previous one. If they really know about sports. You understand? So how come they will consider about stadium or this? They work. You see. So me, I don't get much for talk tonight. Now my contribution that one is to be honest with you people.
Thank you very much, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the thing that
all right.
we really therefore stop for choose people that we know they do sports or not just sports, anything. That makes a lot for develop anyway. So
thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to tell Nancy, no stress, man. I for relax, Salon problem, go done,
Which Nancy?
But Nancy, they stressed out right now for the program, But I just want to say, Salon, what our problem is, we lack responsibility. Now, problem that so the leader them, the people who they put in charge, the people who the leader then they select, they all lack responsibility. Nobody know one responsible for nothing. We just they point finger and point finger. No, take responsibility. If they put you in charge of something, take responsibility of that. Now we biggest problem than nobody know our responsibility. Like what are we own integrity as Sierra Leoneans, The whole country they embarrassed right now because we stadium look like dustbin, Then they embarrass the whole country. The whole country then they embarrass so just because nobody know one responsible, They are Sierra Leoneans. When they put you in charge, they are gonna take responsibility. Not to go just sit down and eat money. Now the thing that they all man want just go eat. Nobody no one sacrifice for do the job. Nobody no one do the job. The job where they in hand, nobody no one do it. When they make them go, they go bring Caterpillar for go run in and out the stadium. Right now, Seth, when they don't get to the Chinese money, so I'm not saying they pay the Chinese money, and the Chinese money get for make their money out of this. Look at that. They sell the country part by part. Well, we need for wake up as Sierra Leoneans there. We need for wake up as Sierra Leoneans there. The people that they put in charge, they're not responsible. They're not care for the country. They're not care for young people there. The whole country they fall apart, and we just they sit down, they watch. That's my own contribution, Andy.
Thank you very much, Mike. Yes, caller 11 here. Your name and who the call from, please.
So Ezekiel, I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. I think a lot of people don't speak on that already. Really, leadership problem. I don't know, we country every time the government come into play, like everybody just they focus on waiting the president wants instead of waiting the position where they put you for, waiting you the problem where you supposed to solve the, that people are not getting budget where they present for keep the stadium going, because as far as we know, it's not privatized. Then suppose you as a minister, we the put in charge for sports, what kind of budget you present to parliament for let them give you money for upkeep? When you be say when they look at your budget and go able to analyze the things that we want and when they go able audit you for. But see they go on. Small stadium. One major one will get. These people cannot keep it up. When they put them in charge, when they go. The place was in there for go use the bathroom, then they make that one day fine. Maybe they understand what thing they go on. Just like how they want go any side, then get arena in front of them for go and clear the road. So they need to worry about traffic congestion. Now the same thing where they happen. Every time we then go places, now fine chair, that big sofa, now then they go pull in go sit inside. Meanwhile, all the citizenry, then they with the one we waste for that concrete. Everywhere else, then they put chairs. We know more all the time now concrete with the sit down. In fact, then they hear real white people and they make Alexina play. They say, yonder way go where they see no plastic, now they fly out for them way open and a kaka. And they are okay with it. Because when they go on stadium, that big sofa now the police sit down inside. Comfortable. They need to let out lay sit down for the concrete where all man they sit down for. The bathroom where they make them fine. They don't know, like people in the street, they don't get no side for go use the bathroom. As a result, they use plastic and water bottle and to wear don't for people. And when that incident happened, they go, okay, let arrest the people or let them beat somebody up. And that's it. That's not the solution. That's the solution that the way they get. I understand people and they say, oh, let them not use the stadium for this and this. This stadium, then would they use that for anything? Dump truck. That we with man they like all kind of nonsense. Then they will do dump truck race. They go inside stadium, then they make that all kind way. But when they don't, you go fix them up. Quick thing. Construction problem in our country. When they try for do construction, the floor, the dirty so mess. Then they even get any machine where they push them down. Because when you want to put grass in a stadium, you get for push that dirty down over and over before you can lay down the patap. So even if you ride a vehicle patap, the thing not go no side. People let me talk about Caterpillar go with it. Now high school now tractor, now the moon the lawn. Why? Because they don't pack that dirty. It's strong. Nothing not they happen. Sometimes they do layers and they put rock, then they put the dirty and sand. They put dirty, then they put the grass standard. It depends how you make up. The idea of waiting concert to no concert, they do nothing if they fix and do good job in the place. They do it all the time. That's how they make money. That's how they make money. That money, if then they use that, even if That money they way they get from concert, you go fix 3 bathrooms. And this idea pass that you don't for make big one. Put the half one way they get, go fix some small one. So that go begin run, then go fix the other one the next time. Anyway, that's my contribution.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much,
much.
Ezekiel. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yes, Triple A, not Tommy. I the call from Holland.
Yes, sir, Tommy.
Yeah,
you get
long
3
time.
minutes.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, Triple A, I just want to make comment no more concerning this stadium and the situation where they're going right now when it comes to sports now, Salon. You know, Triple A, we are Sierra Leone, we blame SLFA no more. But to be honest, SLFA no get no power, no authority in that stadium there. They no get no power, no authority. Them be where they want play league, they ask permission. You know, one thing about Sierra Leone, not to say Sierra Leone that they will not respect law or whatever. Sierra Leone with the compromise too much compromise. Not to say people don't know for do the right thing at Sierra Leone. Of course, we get brilliant people, we get smart people, but not the compromise. For instance, if they put in and say Tripoli, Sidoya, let nobody don't mass this line, or you say, oh, don't when people like I say, nobody name us here, nobody name us here. When minister can say, you must be. When you want to talk, you say they call you boss. You understand what I mean? Now that kind of way they them make Sierra Leone they are like I with this so. Especially that stadium management where you see that they call it stadium management. But the truth of the matter is not so that they manage stadium, not the government. Because when they say this way government one can do something, stadium management not go say no, this stadium, that's not use them. No, they will just get for use them. Now this time they pull Salon. People they not respect the law, they not respect the law. When they put the law, the way they put the law, now they bend the law. Look, even this way they say social distance, not just propaganda, but the one they way they are social distance, not the social distance. No. Then they say let's football not play, but we see football they play, president go make kickoff. We see all that stuff they did. Now them puts the law. Then the other social distance, we see a lot of things in the world they see. Then maybe we put the law, no, they respect the law. Now this is not the problem with Sierra Leone. People let they compromise. Now look this stadium, look where disgraceful. For instance, man, that stadium only for 40 years, man, 40 something years or whatever. They not do follow a new stadium. Now they can't go waste 200 how many million for renovate. How many times they don't renovate one great stadium? In fact, the stadium don't tie out renovation. You know how many times they don't renovate? All we tend they renovate, but we not go give a new one for God's sake. The new generation can say now this now with new stadium this. Now they can't go spend almost $100 million back for renovate again. That money they never go have something they whatever they for add a new stadium now for God's sake. We say go be proud of a new stadium instead of they renovate again. I think Sierra Leone now time you don't reach a time where for go now law will respect every the one the way they make law they will respect the law. But you see somebody they run they broke law for go make law. That mean they put result. Not for say the one the way they will Sierra Leone they not travel it and they not seen and not land. No, but because of the compromise, now make them able implement what they don't can see, oversee what they don't learn oversee. They able to do one salon because they go for compromise. They say go for label for let them way clear. Now they put salon. Look, the former president of France, nothing they don't watch, so they say for go 3 years jail. You can man go jail authority in a salon. But the next day you see people in the street. You don't see even when the man broke the law because of a get crowd, you know go jail him. So they can't see them. So how we expect salon for go before? How we expect salon for go for the only way salon for go before salon is Sierra Leone and then get for respect law right up. So the one way they above, the one that will make the law get for respect the law. But with the sister, okay, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, Triple A me.
Yes, I get up to 3 minutes, sir.
Omar, turn that thing down. I'm on the phone. Oh, thank you very much, Triple A. This is Omar from Los Angeles. Listen, with a waste of time. I don't say this word over and over. Sierra Leone not get a son of the soil. We'll not get her. We'll not ever get them. And obviously we'll get her in the next 100 years. Okay? That stadium then a new stadium compared to the one that we see now. You don't hear about Soldier Field, you don't hear about Lambeau Field, you don't hear about the Coliseum in LA, the granddaddy of the all, Rose Bowl. That stadium where they call to you, so they don't pass 100 years. You go there today, they fix it and just build up today. Because you know why? Then get maintenance culture. Then they take care of them things and they not tradition. Where you gonna then traditional countries and like Italy, then get building that wouldn't last for thousands of years. But now they make money as tourist attraction. We not care. Then people are not going to do anything. The person will last call, if somebody been called will make sense. If then people are able to give people the light and water, now stadium then they go fix. Anybody listen today? One gentleman will be in the talk about Guma Valley. When talk for say that they on their own now. The country not care, then they build, post them and tap the water pipe them. So we not care. That Australian within at the bottom in terms of we presidents them, let them family then they use the daddy them or the brother them or the cousin them power and abuse. Hello?
You did live, sir.
Yeah. So this AAA not to anything. Unless by Chroma and young brothers have been doing today. The whole alcohol incident they talk Chinese. Now we don't see Mother be your nephew. We see what happened. Now this they said Bio in nephew, they go up in body. And people then they go there and they go lay down they sleep. And our people then go lay down there they sleep. Not to us. And not care if na handicap them. Then for move them, everybody come on at that place there. Then for move everybody. I don't care if now beggar man them, cripple, handicap, whatever. Then for move them all commodity. Then for move them commodity. And that's not my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you did live on air. Your name and inside the coffin, please.
Hello, AAA. How are you, sir? This is Dave from Virginia. Dave KT from Virginia.
Yes, Dave. Your background, I don't know if they're up small, you are accommodate or turn on down a little.
Okay, sir. Yeah, sorry about that. AAA, may God sorry for the country. May God sorry for our country, pa. Unfortunately, I will go back with the previous caller. We've been talking about the water business. I mean, water and electricity now a must for anybody able to maintain a stadium. Because at the end of the day, anytime we game don't play, you get for use your irrigation for make you water the grass and make it able for continue for maintenance. So if you don't get electricity, you don't get water, how can you maintain those? Huh? We talk about the shower area, outside the players then for go shower, outside them for go change, and so on, right? If water not in at them place Sunday, seriously, how can you maintain those places? So it goes on and on and on. All this what we they talk, it go back to we basic needs, what we need now the city. Reliable electricity, reliable water supply. Now the number one thing I want to before they talk about for build or for even renovate, because they go down renovate and just know, if water not there again, that grass it die back. Just like Ezekiel be say, not true. Yes, then they use the stadium then for a lot of activities. Where this tractor they go over them, then they make them large concert them. At then stadium then they. But because the original base of the ground system at the stadium, because he already done meant for making withhold them people and they make the place they continue for be perfect. Like say they just don't build them. We don't see all that one day. I mean, would I then get studs reach American football player them? We be saying they run up and down that pitch. Up and down. If not anything, anyone with mass, that grass is not supposed to grow again. But these people, then they fight, then they do wrestling at the field. But still, anytime when they come play another match, and they turn like the field, they just don't build them. So bottom line, like how they join other people and no more, the water system, the electricity, let the government able for provide our first back for the stadium. We go spend the 200 million it's about time for Low another stadium now, Seth. Let this be now the practice in stadium. So if they want to go hold the power, Triple A, come on, man. Even hand it over power from one government to another, now stadium back. Can you imagine? So we can go on and on and on. But I think, say, the primary thing, like I don't talk repeatedly, the water system and the light. Maybe we'll get that one day. And do we even know what in the swimming pool area look like?
Please, I'm good. Just left.
No one go that side. Anyway. Thank you so much. May God punish all these leaders where they make all the day in shame this kind of way. But thank you so much, and I believe Seolma, they make a very good contribution. May God help with country.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Mr. Alpha, I call from Minnesota.
Yes, Alpha, you get 3 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution?
To be honest, this here for talk. This stadium don't build for 40 years now, almost. Me, I like soccer, me kind of it. But anytime I even pass na the stadium, the same paint, we don't use it for 40 years. Now the same paint you see back. Period, salon will not get people over maintenance, government property, because of the same selfish, the same greedy. The only people who don't care about are the one that would give them money. I think say that for privatized major salon facility them. Because we as a Sierra Leonean, we not care. We not care at all. Now Boku talk. These governments come, they do what he wants to do. These governments come, they do what he wants to do. I think it's the people themselves they reason out. 80% of salon people, they know what's in the happen overseas. Then they see soccer. And they play on TV all the time. But the main problem is they're just greedy and selfish. So they renovate that stadium back, and they go back to zero. Because they don't get ground people them who they take care of the stadium. They don't get people them who dedicate themselves. Just like how the third or fourth caller talk. Stadium they were more than 100 years old. But anytime when you go there, you declare it for stadium. Because rules and regulation, you know what I mean? So it's sad. It is so sad. I had to go back this month done. I go snap that area there. We say they say Chinese is the maintenance. It is so sad, bro. It's shameful. I'm your contribution and no more.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yes, Triple L. This is not Ezekiel. I call from St. Louis.
Yes, Ezekiel. You get 3 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution?
Yes, Triple L. Having listened to my brothers and sisters, Rallians, them. Me, I always they argue this out. Suralians, we get for sure we readiness for make that country they move from Usai Ide. If we really serious about the complaints we don't they make for over 50 years. Because for complaint now one, for show readiness now the other. All this way they happen in that country, you go up and down. It boils down to two major things. One, and then two, then they back, you go subsume to one. One, corruption. Two, indiscipline in all facets. And we don't complain about anything there. We know the problems, but are we ready for it? For make we get done with them. Now there's the problem there. Like what been listening, some people they analyze. Look at the issue of corruption, where I go put indiscipline inside there as well. Like when somebody talk, you look at the management of that stadium. Now we take on Israel, we learn for draw line between politics and leadership. We are not going anywhere. And those are the things where we really need to pay attention to. The leadership, we need to be ready for hold them accountable for anything where they do in that country with the country resources. But we are not ready. then touch one just now, then put politics inside it. So now make us say we are not ready. Those problems are not new. They always complain about them. They have been there for ages. We know. But now look at the disgrace we don't come to the entire country. So we have to be ready first and foremost for make we draw a line between politics and leadership. Let we learn also for how we leaders accountable. This is nothing what we get for really tower for do. We need for do them because other countries they do them. But then touch one just now for them and the party politics and they put inside it. Now because it belongs to party A. But is this the way Sierra Leone for go? It's a shame now for everyone when they talk, whether you belong to party Y, party Z. Look at what's going to happen right now. It's a shame. It's a disgrace. So we have to show that readiness and back and support the fight against corruption in all facets. The media, journalists, everybody, the citizens. We need for support this fight. We know it cannot be 100% good at the beginning or perfect, but if we all support, it will work. It has to start somewhere. I've always argued this. Fighting this problem has to start somewhere. But it's like we are not showing our readiness. That's my point, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just a quick one from me. Mickey don't give me a submission. That's how they break things down. But one thing I want to make we as Sierra Leoneans them put your attention pan small. Please, you as a Sierra Leonean, show me whichever infrastructure where the government of Sierra Leone don't take wholly and solely by themselves without any sponsor where they do. They are show me. You want Canto Road, you want say feeder roads, you want say building, you want say waiting. Show me which particular one where na the government go knock in chest from pep to pay rape infrastructure, massive infrastructure, where na the government only and solely do and no more. Show me. So we government then as Sierra Leone, past, present, I don't know what to go for do for make even the future. Even the future, not sound like a dandy. I don't know what to go get for do. So that we government them go see, say infrastructure, they bring good name to a country. Yeah? Even with the money and any other thing, infrastructure, they make you look good. Because for what we discuss now today, na disgrace, na embarrassment, na in this bring country. From 1979, when they built this stadium, to 2021. You know, what would they talk about now? Renovation. Renovation is not upgrading. Yeah? That according to me, because in theory, so you see, according to them. According to me, renovation no means say you upgrade. Waiting, make a break and down for we. From 1979 when they built this stadium, right now, we're in the 21st century. Please, show me waiting they don't do na that stadium. We go show the time where we they live in now. Show me. I say, the one them will be build this stadium, if they go meet them now, say they on a camera, can also on be left something. I bet you if somebody be keep pin, it's Abusa he keep another stadium, but the one that will be the billa. If he be keep pin, it's Abusa he keep her. If you go there, they go meet that pin there. He go meet her. Why? You tell me. You tell me why. He go meet her day. But what I'm saying, say we even this one then they say now, renovation. Renovation, not for adding for meet up the times where we they live now. Renovate, where the paint waiting self you can scrape them, you paint new paint. Usai crack, you come, you put other mortar there, cement and sand, you cover them, you paint. But We then say upgrading. Usai the players then they sit down the substitute chair. Where then they sit on the bench, then go down pull and they say this now the 1970s zone make a come out. This one now the 21st century. Now these are the kinds of substitute bench where then they use now. Now then they put today. When you go inside that booth today, you say no, this now be 1979. This is what they use now, the 21st century. That's what you do. But we know they do waiting be day. Now we just the patch, we say we don't renovate. This is where we are missing the point. Yeah? If we be done they do proper upgrading for meet up the time, it go easier for we. Yeah? It go easier. Now me call the people and they say stadiums then they will don't they forever. Waiting do, then they upgrade. How the times they go? Now so then they go with the time. How will they go now so that they go with the time? Why make people and they call now, right now for new stadium? Eh? Now because, for say, we get for Poland from 1979, we bring her all the way to 2021. Whether they not to pick money. Eh? Ezekiel say triple no, the pin you not go Fernande because somebody don't tifa. No, I make I say if the person be keep the pin, he go fair now. If he keep a more. But what they try for say? That's why people, then they say we not go able for renovate over and over. I don't forget to that call. They say the stadium says they don't tire with renovation now. Because we all know say, at the end of the day, then deals then day, somebody they will get for receive brown envelope. That's why they happen. That's so. Now this will last Ezekiel brother we call now, incoming about corruption. It coming about corruption. Because of it in brown envelope. But this stadium, it don't see you. Not to today, another caller say nobody be the talk. No. Now yeah, who don't talk te? And most, I don't know, Sierra Leoneans who get this habit, where something happen and say nobody be the talk. Who says nobody be the talk? Even when the past administration go they do something bad. If people are not now come, then go still use that word. They say, oh, whether then they be there, nobody be the talk. Who does say nobody be the talk? We don't get this thing in our minds where anything happen when people and they speak up, people and they can say, where be they happen today, nobody be the talk. Who say who saying something not happen as a way nobody not talk? There, show me. Show me who's saying certain things that don't happen when nobody not talk if na corruption, when nobody not talk if na waiting, when nobody not talk. Show me amba. But quick we say nobody not be the talk. Then who say we say, oh yes, nobody not be the talk. No. Not to the salon when me sabi. The salon has sabi, people are speaking up. Go way back. People, even to MPRC 10, people ain't talk. So me not can take it down. They always say nobody not be the talk. No, people in the talk, and people are talking. It just left to which you are yeri and which you know one for yeri. But going forward, people then say water and electricity. Water and electricity. Yes, but this particular stadium able to run. How we they so with water and electricity no day, but this stadium is able to run. Able. And I refuse for take that maintenance culture. So we salon people them. There are certain things in there we just don't own them. We claim ownership and we talk calm. We just say, oh, salon will not like for that maintenance business. That's no problem. We all know salon problem. And not of us say we don't know the fix. But because we the hail we leaders them, we the hail people in authority. Now our main problem. Because you get the sense, say, tell friend true, not poor friend. Even this talk they talk now, the one they holding Madam Aisha Johansson in camp, then they will not be happy. Say, oh, they talk against. That's just we Sierra Leoneans. Even when you see the bad, even when you see the bad, you can't even wait in safer because waiting do na in camp you day. God help us. But maybe this could teach you a lesson. Again, I call from a campaign. No per diem. No per diem for anybody where they follow the wire. Because this game, na salo for be don't host them. I do for the host them. No per diem. No per diem. And we government them until they wake up for no say infrastructure makes a country. Because we own government, all thing they left and other people hand. Everything that they left in hand. If okay, we have for count one program now. Yeah? Because this popolipo, it don't pass mark. Saloon, we po ba. Now we no more po. Now we no more po, saloon. True, we. Now we no more, now we po. I don't think so. But this begaman and popolipo attitude, it don't want we o. Now don't put we so. It's popolipo. But at the end of the day, you go hear millions. But we behave like we po. It's just like when you get neighbor. They say only good things then they can use. But then they cry up pass all thing. Because we thing do. You know and give you. I like you cry, say you want eat. Even if they smell all the smell but not taste. But wait, we therefore can do a program here. Because the bigger and the poor, like, we don't want to do anything. We don't want to take ownership to do something that will make Sierra Leone proud. All till we beg and poor. All till we cry, say we not get. All till we poor. Now they cause all this. If we not get, I beg. They say, alright, I'll left yourself. Because salon yon kiss. I got that pray. Yeah? I know I'm going to pray. Go there back tomorrow. Judge Kamara say, then call on defense mechanism. Then they make excuse for avoid for take responsibility. Tony Region say disgraceful. And they wait to make China can't help we back for fix the grass. Because would they behave like we po? Would they cry po? Go there back tomorrow. Yeah? Till we meet again. Triple say, Tata.